Before I actually scaled my agency to $50,000 a month, I had a big problem. I didn't know what my offer was, I didn't know my audience, and I didn't have an offer that I could actually market out to everyone. So in this video, I've made a document. I'm going to break down how to actually redefine your offer as an agency in your market that will allow you to scale. There's some big problems that I see most people actually make, and I made this, hopefully you don't, by watching this video. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Redefining your offer really starts with questioning yourself in terms of what do you currently offer? Like, what do you currently actually sell? What is the service or the product? Who do you sell this to? How does this help that person, your audience? How quickly can you get the results? And what happens if they don't get results? So you need to answer these key questions to actually help redefine your offer. But ultimately, any offer is broken down like this. We help the avatar to achieve the goal by the unique mechanism in time frame or the guarantee. So there's 5 core components there that we'll dive into. Most importantly, it starts from your avatar. Every single thing starts from your avatar. What I mean by avatar is your target audience. Now, most businesses, and I've done this at the start, and it's why I got no success, because I try to appeal to everyone. I went out into the market and I thought, okay, great, I can sell lead gen services, or I can sell marketing. Let's just keep the net as wide as possible and get as many clients as possible and just advertise to everyone. Now, what happens when you try to advertise to everyone is that you actually resonate with no one. It has the opposite effect. So it's really important that you understand your target market and you build them into an avatar. So whether that's you want to target tech companies, then make that very clear. If you want to target medical companies, make that very clear. If you want to target gyms, make that very clear. But you need to have a predefined avatar that you can help. Go into excruciating detail when building out your avatar. So we actually have an internal document that I might be able to share in this video where we just list out everything to do with recruitment companies, their pain points, how urgent that pain is, what their dreams are, what their desires are, what their family life looks like. And we go into all of this detail just so we can understand how to speak to them on a deeper level. It seems like it's not required, but it really is. The more you understand your avatar, the easier you'll be able to sell to them. And it's really, really important. But most importantly with the avatar is just don't be afraid that you limit yourself. Because as I said, when you try to appeal to everyone, you actually end up appealing to no one and it doesn't work. So go specific. Pick that audience that you think you have the best resonance with or you have the best case studies in, and just go all in one avatar. Now, once you have that avatar, say it's tech companies, you can help tech companies to achieve a goal. Now, this ties into having a very specific avatar, because if you don't have one, you won't be able to think of a specific goal. So with the goal, you need to think, what does this avatar truly want to achieve, right? It could be beyond just making more money. It could actually be spending more time with their kids, spending more time with their family. And that's what truly means more to them. Because if you understand this goal, then you can start framing your service and your offer in a way that appeals to them. Say, for example, we want to target agency owners who want to make more money. Say it's a younger demographic. Maybe their intrinsic motivator is making more money. So our offer can be around how to scale their business, how to increase their revenue. However, if it's a slightly older, traditional business, the goal actually might be to work less and remove themselves. So we don't just want to sell scale and revenue, we want to sell time and freedom. And that's how you position your offer. So having the goal is really, really important, as that frames the whole offer. You've got to really understand, like, what is it about the goal that makes it so attractive to them and make them want it so bad. So if it's spending time with their kids, that's an obvious one. Making more money, you've got to think why. Like, why do they really want to do this? Is it for perceived status? Because then you can start using that as well in your actual goal. But once you have that goal, you want to start developing a unique mechanism. So this is really, really important. We basically help the avatar achieve this goal in a unique way, in a new way. Because as you might have guessed, just reaching out and saying that you can help someone do XYZ won't work. Like, we can help recruiters with lead gen. Doesn't work because they've heard it 100 times and they've been burned 99 of those times. So you actually have to frame your offer in a new way. So for this example, for recruiters, you can't just say, we can help you recruit for this role, because companies hear that 20 times a week, and they just become completely accustomed to it. Whereas if you frame it in a different way and you actually say, we help internal TAs find more talent through AI talent partnerships or AI talent infrastructures, then it sounds interesting. This is very much just sort of marketing, but if you frame your offer in a unique way where no one else is selling it, and it'll work pretty well. Another example of this is Serge Guattari in the marketing space, who sells build and release infrastructures. Now, really, what this is he's selling coaching programs, courses, and systems that can be built into businesses, but he's very, very, very smart to frame it in a unique way as a build and release infrastructure where no one calls it this, so it's effectively in a market of its own. So it's very, very hard to compete with that, and I think that's why it's been extremely successful. So if you can find a way to reframe your offer as a unique mechanism that no one else is offering and make it sound different, that alone will be able to help you. If you can portray that in your offer properly, then your offer will be much more successful. Basically, to make you stand out and sound different. If you're thinking that your crowd or your audience might be like, oh, they're too switched on for this, it won't get them. The chances are it definitely will. It works in really, really saturated markets, and it's even more powerful in saturated markets. So definitely give it a go. Think of a unique mechanism, whether it's a partnership, an infrastructure, some way you can reframe your offer and sell it to your audience. The fourth thing that's really important to consider when building your offer is how quickly can you get the results, and speak about this, because ultimately as a business owner, if you're pitching to business owners, they understand time is money and they want to know how quickly you can get them results. I would usually leverage what's the fastest time you've been able to get results. For the example of recruiters, what's the fastest time you've actually placed a role? Or maybe for lead gen agencies, what's the fastest time you've been able to get a lead? Is it a matter of hours, days, weeks, or so on? This is really like a reference point for in the mind of the prospect, so they understand the time commitment involved and they're on a bit of a deeper level. So it's not a night and day differentiator, the time frame, but it can really, really help if you say we can help you get success in as little as 2 days. It stands out again, and it's a reference point that will play in the mind of the prospect. So when you're building your offer, think about how quickly you can get results and produce results. Obviously, the shorter, the better. So think about ways that you can leverage your skills or assets you have to get results faster. With the example of cold email, you don't want to be waiting 2 weeks before you can give your clients absolutely anything. So maybe look at other channels. Like if you do lead gen, instead of just offering cold email, do email plus LinkedIn. So you don't need to wait for a LinkedIn account to warm up. You can start straight away. And then you can say, instead of framing it as, oh, don't use these other, lead gen agencies, they take 14 days to warm up. We can get results from day one. So time frame is really important, and consider ways which you can reduce your time frame as much as possible. And then of course, the guarantee. So this is Alex Hormozi 101, $100 million offers. If you give a good guarantee, you'll get a lot more people saying yes. If you don't hit the goal or it doesn't happen in the timeline, what is the repercussions of that? This just allows the prospect to make a much safer decision, because there's 4 key things you need in your offer. You need it to be big, right? So you need it basically just to seem new, just to seem exciting, to seem big. And this is usually helped by the decommoditization aspect. So usually by a unique mechanism that makes it seem like new and exciting. They haven't heard this before. They haven't heard of a build and release infrastructure before, so it piques their interest. The second thing we need to make the offer really good is also have it easy. It just needs to be easy for the prospects to understand. So although we're talking about unique mechanisms and goals and avatars, we want to keep it simple. So we help recruiters to remove themselves, work 10 to 20 hours less in their business through unique growth infrastructures. Right? So it's easy for them to understand. It's not too much of a mouthful. The third thing that's really important to understand with your offer is to make it safe. This plays into the guarantee, of course, but it doesn't just have to be the guarantee. Your offer can also include case studies, references from your clients to show that you've done this time and time again, and you are a trusted, worthy source. And then, of course, this one's a bit different, but you want to make your offer just seem big, just seem exciting, just seem like it hasn't been done before, and you want to get people to buy into the vision. This one's a lot harder to do the things that I've listed today, but you want to keep this in mind. Sometimes I actually think that making the offer big isn't just about the offer itself, it's about yourself or your business, basically how you look to the outside world and how you sit in the market. If you have more authority and more credibility, your offer will just seem bigger. Like Forbes release some sort of lead gen offer just by the Forbes people, then you just think it's big, you think it's safe, you think it's exciting. Whereas any other 20-year-old in their apartment creating a lead gen offer doesn't seem as big, it doesn't have as much weight to it, just because of the authority and credibility of the name itself. So consider that. Try and build up your personal brand with this. That will definitely help. But this is effectively how to create your offers. Tick off these 5 things, and you'll be having an offer that absolutely crushes it and allows you to scale. Once you've got the offer in place, all you need to do is start getting it out there through email, LinkedIn, SMS, content, all of those systems. And if you're struggling to build those systems up for you and actually acquire clients on a consistent automated basis, then we can help you with that. Just book a call with us below and we can show you the systems that we use that will help to scale your agency whilst working less. So if that sounds interesting, book a call. If not, hope this video has been useful to you. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.